Hello everybody, this is our video number 4 on the same topic, the lights. And today we will discuss the human eyes. We already know that the human eyes is the most valuable and the precious gift for us. And eyes is also help us to see any objects which is around in this world. And as per the outer view of a human eyes, the human eyes also contain a eyeball, and the shape of this eyeball is the spherical shape, and this eyeball kept a gel-like substance that is called the aqueous humor in front of the lens, and the back side of the lens, this part is called the vitreous humor. Okay, so as for the outer view, a eyeball, and with respect to the lens, the in front of the lens portion is also contained a jelly-like substance that is called the aqueous humor, and the back side of the lens is called the vitreous humor. Okay, and this eyelid also protect our eyes, and also shut out of the light is not required. And these are the basic important part of any human eyes. The first, sclera, cornea, iris, lens, retina, and optic nerve. So these 6 are the main part of a human eyes. The sclera, it is the outermost covering of the eyes that is made of the white fiber tissues. So the sclera is nothing but the outermost part of the eyes, and it is made by the white fiber tissues. And what is the functions? To protect the internal part of the eyes. So the function of this sclera is protect the internal part of the eyes. The next one is the cornea. The sclera continue in the front of the eyes as cornea, and which is the transparent. So this part is also present in front of the sclera, and it is the transparent, and it protects the eyes and also help in focusing the light. So function of this cornea, the function of this cornea is it is also help us to protect our eyes and also help to focusing the light. Next, iris. The color part of the eyes behind the cornea is called the iris. So the color part of the eyes and behind the cornea is called the iris, and it regulates the amount of the lights entering the eyes by adjusting the size of the pupil. So what is the functionality of this iris? It's regulate the amount of the light entering the eyes by adjusting the size of the pupil, and the pupil is nothing but a teeny hole in the center of the iris. So this iris also contains the amber part that is the pupils, and it is nothing but a teeny hole which is present in the center of the iris, and with the help of these pupils the iris and just meant the entering the light in our eyes. The next part is lens. A transparent double convex lens lies behind the iris. So, a transparent double convex lens also present behind the iris, and it is held at its positions by the ciliary muscles, and which can change the thickness of the lens. So, what is the function of the ciliary muscles? The ciliary muscle which can change the thickness of the lens, and the lens focuses the light to form an object on the retina. When the ciliary muscles relax, the lens becomes the flatter and the thinner for the distance visions. For the distance visions, this lens becomes the flatter and the thinner, and for the nearby objects, the lens becomes the rounder. The lens becomes the rounder and the thicker, this time thicker, so that the eyes can focus on the nearby objects. So the lens, in human lens also contain the transparent, the double convex lens. Okay, and also in between this lens is also contain the ciliary muscles, and these muscles is help us to the thickness of the lens. When we see any distance objects, this time the lens become flatter and the thinner. But when you see any nearby object, the lens become rounder and thicker. Okay, remember these 2 points. Next important part of the human eyes is retina. It is a delicate membrane. So, what is the retina? The retina is a delicate membrane, and just behind the eyeball, and it acts as a skin. So, what is the purpose and what is the act of the retina? That is act as a skin on which the image is formed. So, with the help of the retina, the image of any object can be formed. It has the light sensitive receptor called the rod and the cones. It has the light sensitive receptor. So it has the 2 very important parts. The first one is rod, and the second one is cone. What is the purpose of these 2? These 2 are the light sensitive receptors, and the cones are the sensitive to color, while the rod are the sensitive to the intensity of the light. So, what is the difference between these 2, the rod and the cones? The cones are the sensitive to the color, and the rod is sensitive for the intensity of the light. Next one, optic nerve. It is a bundle of nerves that connect the rod and the cones of the retina to the brain. So, optic nerves is nothing but a bundle of the nerves, and which is connected to the rod and cone through brain. They carry the optical message in the form of the electrical signal to the brain. So what is the function of this optical nerve? It's carrying the optical message in form of the electrical signal to the brain. So these are These are the main part of a human eyes, and also remember the each and every part and also the function of each and every part, and also practice this diagram, this second diagram. The next one is working of the eyes. The light ray come from an object, enter the eye through the pupil. So, working of eyes. Okay, the first, the light ray. The light come pupil. Okay, and the lens focus the light ray coming from the objects and inverted the image of the object in form of the retina. So, after that, the light ray comes from the object, enter the eyes through the pupils. Then the lens focuses. So, after that, from this, the light goes to the lens. And lens focuses. Lens focuses the light ray coming from the object and invert the image of the retina of the object in the form of the retina. So, the lens is focus, okay, focus the object's light ray and goes to the retina. Okay, and in retina it is create a inverted image. So create a image. Okay, and the rods and the cones of the retina get activated and they generate the electrical signal, and which are sent to the brain by the optical nerve. So from this light also convert the electrical signal and goes to the optic nerve. Optic nerves, and from these optic nerves this side, this retina, in between this retina the rod and the cone also activated and they generate the electrical signals, and electrical signal is sent to the optical nerves and optical nerves through the brain. Okay, so first the lights come from the objects and with the help of the pupil it is enter our eyes, and from this the light goes to the lens and the lens will focus, and after that it goes to the retina, and this time this with the help of this light, with the help of this retina, the lens also create the inverted image, and after that within the retina the rod and the cone also convert this light is an electrical signal, and this electrical signal is also goes to the optic nerve, and from this goes to the brain. This is the working procedure of the human eyes. So that's all for the today's lecture. Thank you everybody.